Hello, everybody. My name is Amista, and I'm just here to get to know some new people, catch up with some old people, do a little bit of tarot reading, do a little bit of chit chat, see what kind of things come out of tonight's time online. I've been reading the tarot for the public since 2012. I do read the tarot cards psychically, using some intuition on top of actually looking at the cards. I get a big kick out of it. I've been doing it so long. It's just fun. It's easy and it's helpful. I get a lot of satisfaction from being able to help people with this. And let's see, why am I getting a message saying chat disconnected, successfully connected? All right, well, that was interesting. Last time I was here, I couldn't see any chat. So hopefully we'll be able to see chat this time. We'll see what's going on here. I hope y'all can hear me okay. And we'll just see what happens. Oh, I've got a thumbs up. Does that mean you can hear me? Hello, Cheryl Ford. Okay, so I guess I better type this question in case. Just in case. We're still clearing cards, getting ready to go. Hopefully my audio is fine. I guess we'll find out here shortly. Woohoo! Yay! Excellent. And I'm getting to see the chat this time. That's also good. Thank you. Welcome, Cheryl, Mila, Love Goddess. I don't know if you've been in the room before, Love Goddess. Glad to have you here. Welcome. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups. I appreciate that. You're getting that intuition kicking in, baby. All right, so you guys know how I like to start my sessions. We're going to start with best manifestation advice for over the next 24 hours. So be thinking about what is it you want to manifest over the next 24 hours? What is it that you would like to manifest over the next 24 hours? Big things, little things, things that can show up in 24 hours or things that can take longer. Be focused on that as I'm shuffling these cards. One more shuffle. Okay, here we go. Best manifestation advice for the next 24 hours. Those of you who tune in later, you can participate too. Focus, and get your energy in on this spread so that it can be helpful for you as well. All right, so here we go. First thing that we have showing up is the Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse says, don't commit to nothing, baby. Of course, we're in Mercury retrograde, so we know we're not supposed to be buying anything with a whole lot of moving parts unless we have already been thinking about it or talking about it, or we accept the idea that there may be a little back and forth before we're finally done with that transaction. So first card is don't commit to anything. Six of Wands coming up next as part of our advice, and this talks about this idea that you've got somebody who is appreciating something that you've done that has not only benefited yourself, but also benefited them too. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? We're not committing to. So if somebody comes and says, oh, I really appreciate that you did that. Now could you do that 3 times more? No, we're going into the holidays. We don't have that kind of time. All right. Now, here we go. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles talks about stability, security. It's kind of a boring card, but it talks about everything being smooth and, not questionable. We're not walking on shaky ground. We've got our finances covered. We've got our stability and our relationships covered. So this really talks about this idea of we don't really want to commit. And even actually the Six of Wands can be a relationship, can be. We don't really want to commit. That Hierophant in reverse, we don't really want to commit right now to anything, even if somebody's buttering us up. Not yet. Not right now. Because we want that stability and security, and we're not going to have it if we commit to something like right now like that. Okay? So especially having to do with technology or communication devices. I'll tell you guys, I knew that I had to upgrade my computer to do higher quality live stream and higher quality videos. So I went to the store. We were still Mercury Shadow on Saturday. It took me till last night and my third computer, but at least I got it bought before Mercury went straight up into retrograde, before we got it right. So definitely be prepared that if you're going to buy something with a lot of moving parts, there may be a lot of give and take before you actually get to your end result that you're happy with. You have to kind of just be okay with that. Sister girl, hello, hello. Hi there, Ariana. We're glad to have you in the room. Yay. Okay, guys, so don't forget to put a thumbs up on this video if you like it. If you want to be here for live readings, then you want to make sure that you hit the notification bell as well, and make sure notifications are turned on your phone. I'm going to get out a little dice, and we're going to have a little fun today. Let's see. What are we using? We are going to use, I think this baby has 12 sides. We're going to use a 12-sided dice, and I'm just going to roll that one. Here in a second. Let's see. All right, so we have a number between 1 and 12. Whoever puts that number in the chat first that just came up on the dice, that's going to be the first person I read for in this live stream today. So number between 1 and 12 if you want me to do a reading for you, and you can guess as many times as you want to till we hit the number. Let's see, 3 is not it, 2 is not it, 12 is not it, 5 is not it, 4 is not it, 7. Who had 7? That's Mila. Okay, Mila. What is your question, my friend? Kathleen G, welcome. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback reading. See if you get a piggyback off of Mila's. You are quite welcome. Do you have a question for me today, Mila, or do you want a message from Spirit? By the way, guys, I also do a newsletter where I do predictions for every sign every week. If you would like to sign up for that, you can find my website in the description box below and look for the newsletters tab and sign up right there. Mila, are you writing your question? I hope you're writing your question because I'm doing a little bit of tap dancing while I wait to hear from you. Here it is. Oh my goodness, that's a long question. I had a beautiful reading with you about Felipe. If I send him the message I have in mind, what will be his true feelings and thoughts towards me? Oh no, you're totally fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. I figured you're a regular. You can handle it. All right, so if Mila sends Felipe the message that she has in mind, what will be his true feelings and thoughts towards her after that? Do you want first impressions or do you want more lasting impressions? We'll do both. You guys, if you want a reading, stick around. You'll see how to get that later. Oh, goodness. Woo. First impression are big. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at first impressions. First impression, we start with the 3 of Swords, heartache or heartbreak. Ace of Cups, beginning of new love or re-beginning of new love. 8 of Swords, but I don't know what to do about it. Okay, so this says, man, I messed up letting her go. I really am falling in love with her again. But geez, what do I do about that now? That's the first impression. Okay. Is he avoidant? Is he an avoidant kind of guy? All right, so let's look at the overall impression, which is a little bit, after he's had time to sit with this, Ha ha. Yep, that's exactly what that looks like. Overall impression, look at this. The lovers. Seeing you guys as partners. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about coming out of loneliness, including you in his interactions. I don't know if I want to say plans, but at least interactions with an avoidant. And then 6 of Pentacles. This is trying to make things right with you, trying to pay things back. And that can be on an emotional level just as much as financial. Yeah. It's very frustrating dating an avoidant. So I'm an anxious avoidant. I'm interested in somebody who is a dismissive avoidant. And, that's fun. You're quite welcome. All right. So let's see. Let's roll the dice one more time and let's see who we're going to read for next. All right. We have our fresh number. Whoever puts that number in the chat next will be the next person I read for. You guys can guess as many times as you want to until we get to that number. If I've read for you before and you want to play, feel free. The more comments we have, the better this live stream looks. Number between 1 and 6. 2 is not it. 5 is not it. 4 is not it. Number between 1 and 6. 6 is not it. I don't know why I keep looking at the paper like I'm going to forget the number. Number between 1 and 6, Kathleen. 3 is it. Miss Cheryl. Do you have a question for me today, honey bunny, or do you want a message from Spirit? Cheryl Ford. Boo-ba-da-doo-doo. Kathleen, where are you watching from? I like your little tie-dye-ish picture. Variated. I don't know what word you use there. Excuse me, hitting the mic. Okay, woohoo, message. Message for Cheryl. Okay, everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. From Colorado Springs. Oh, well, you're not that far from me. I'm up in Lakewood, which is a suburb of Denver. Very cool. Boo, ba-da-doo-doo. Are you on my email list already, Kathleen? Now I'm starting to think maybe I've actually emailed with this person recently. Let's see. Cheryl, best message from Spirit for Cheryl. What would you like to say to Cheryl today? Now remember, these can be past, present, or future. I don't pick the topic or the time frame. All right, what do we have here, Cheryl? I need to remember to move that microphone when I take a sip. Okay, honey bunny, you have the Page of Cups coming up in reverse, covered by the Hierophant. Okay, so my first impression when I look at this, I think that there's some kind of contract or commitment that you're not really thrilled about, and I think that you've said that to somebody. And then as I looked at this more, I felt like this is like an in-law, a brother-in-law, an uncle-in-law. I don't know, but I think there's somebody that is married to somebody you care about that you don't like them that much. With that Page of Cups in reverse, you've probably told them. Maybe you didn't say that directly, but you've definitely had conversations with them that were not maybe exactly pleasant. I don't think they think you like them. Okay. So if I'm wrong and that's not an in-law, there's some kind of contract or commitment that you're not really all that thrilled about. And we could be playing it out that way. We'll see. I could be just making up stories in my head. Then we have Best Advice or Heads Up. Best Advice or Heads Up shows up as the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse says, okay, we got to drop something. There's too much going on here. Too much activity. We got to drop something. Okay. Well, what are we dropping? Well, we've got our Knight of Cups in reverse. We're going to drop, not treating this person so nicely. It may be justified. I'm not saying it's not justified, but we're going to drop not treating this person so nicely. That's our best advice there. And what happens when we do that? Well, then we have the Five of Cups showing up in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse talks about feeling included socially. It also talks about this idea of just kind of relaxing, really. So, why is my chat disconnected and now reconnected? So, Cheryl, I hope that made sense for you. I hope it did. You might have said some stuff and I didn't see it. I don't know. I'm curious if there's really an in-law involved or if this is something completely different with a contract or commitment. Mm. There I go again with that microphone. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, right? We want the juice. We're all getting to be friends around here. We may as well share the juice. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, let me roll the dice again while we're waiting for Cheryl to spill the beans about what this is that she's not happy about. If it's actually an in-law or if I was off base. Okay, number between 1 and 12. So, number between 1 and 12 is going to be the next person I read for. Not an in-law. Okay, well, that's actually good. 8 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. 11 is not it. 2 is not it. 3 is not it. Yes, you can play again, but if you win again, I'm just going to give you only one card. 4 is not it. 6 is not it. 7 is not it. 10 is not it. 8 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. 9 is not it. 5 is not it. 9 is not it. You guys all hit the 5 at the same time. 3 is not it. 11 is not it. 2 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. 10 is not it. 1 is not it. 12. Sister Girl. Have you been in my room before, Sister Girl? You just won yourself a reading. Sister Girl. I just like saying your name. I would. Sister Girl. Goodness. I love it. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. So let me tell you what you can do here. Oh, well, you've got a question right off the bat. So that's awesome. Okay. So I'm going to answer this question. What does Trevor feel about you? But I'm going to tell you straight up that feelings are incredibly transient. Guys, by the way, please share this video with others so that other people can get a reading too. Anyway, feelings are incredibly transient. And so 20 minutes from now, this could be out of date. All right. Just so you know that. I'll be happy to look for you. But just so you know that. What does Trevor feel about Sister Girl? Sister Girl, what's your first name? That'll help me a little bit better to tune in on the energy. Boop-a-da-doo-doo, boop-a-da-doo-doo, boop-a-da-doo-doo. Oh, yeah, you told me that earlier, didn't you? All right. Guys, don't forget, if you want to catch me again, make sure you're subscribed. You turn on your notifications and you turn notifications on your devices so that you can see me again when I go live. What does Trevor feel about Ariana? Boop-a-doo-doo. What on earth? Okay, did you guys have a fight? Like, what is this? Either he's avoidant or you've had a fight. We've got the 7 of Cups coming up here in reverse. This says, man, I am really focused on what I think about Ariana. I took that to be a good thing at first, and then I saw this card, Chariot in reverse. I do not want to collaborate with her. I don't want to travel with her. I don't want to work on any goals with her. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. And then my last card, not too surprised after seeing that Chariot. I do not want to marry her. I do not want contracts or commitments with her. And I'm saying that so emphatically because of this first card. This first card is like, I'm very focused on that. I do not want this. So, I mean, this is like his mind is set here. I'm not saying you can't change it, but I'm saying like if you would talk to him right now, oof, it would be rough. All right. Sorry, honey bunny. Sorry, anybody. So for those of you who don't know, I've been doing this since 2012. I don't candy coat anything. I'm going to let you guys know what I really see because I don't feel like I'm doing you any kind of service if I'm lying to you. That just sets you up for failure. All right, let's see. We're going to do another reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice and see what number comes up. All right, this is a number between 1 and 12. Number is on the table. Whoever puts that number in front of my face in the chat first will be the next person that I read for today. Number between 1 and 12. 5 is not it. Hello there, Anna. 4 is not it. 3 is not it. 2 is not it. 12 is not it. 10, Anna Philippa. You got it, my friend. So, Anna, do you have a question for me or do you want a message from Spirit? And I feel like I've seen you in here before, have I not? You kind of know how things roll around here, right? Or do you not? I don't want anybody coming in here getting a message and then not knowing what to do with it. Okay, awesome. So, do you have a question for me or do you want a message from Spirit? Message for Anna Philippa. For those of you who don't know, I do offer private readings online, either by phone or actually on the camera. And you can find out how to schedule one of those with me at my website, which is in the description box below. Anna, you have so much stuff going on. These cards are misbehaving all over the place. They don't want to shuffle right. That tells me you've got a lot going on in your energy right now. Whoop, there goes more. There goes more. It's only 2? Yeah, we're going to take those. We're going to take those. Oh, I think they should be this other way, though. Whew. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We definitely have had a lot of shakeups with this whole Pluto moving into Aquarius thing for everybody. We're still in the strongest degrees of that. We're going to be for about 25 more days. Let's see. Do you know what house Aquarius is for you, Anna? Do you know your rising sign? Boo ba da doo doo boo boo. No. Okay. All right, bummer. All right, so let's see what we have here. First of all, we have the Devil card in reverse. Now, I like the Devil card in reverse. I mean, he's not my favorite, but he's better than right side up. Okay. This talks about facing a fear and giving it the 1-2 knockout punch, going, yeah, you're not so scary after all. Can also be talking about facing some kind of obsession or addiction and getting on top of it, one or the other. Here's the thing. We have the 9 of Swords covering this. So this is telling me that you're facing some kind of fear, obsession, or addiction. You're getting on top of it, but man, is it stressing you out. Like if you're getting past drinking or something else like that, this could be detox. Detox is a bite in the butt. Okay. So if it's not that, if you're just quitting some other kind of, old self-sabotaging type of habit, either way, still it's kind of stressing you out. You may be getting dopamine hits from whatever this habit is, and you're not getting them because you're not doing this thing and you're under a lot of stress. So we're going to look at, what can we do to help that situation? We're going to see our best insights there. Well, how do you like that? I didn't bump the microphone for once. Hello there. Why? Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see. You can see about getting a reading here, why? If you stick around. I am doing readings for people in the room. Everybody, don't forget to put a thumbs up on the video. Share it out to others, too, who might like a reading as well. All right, so Anna, best advice or heads up. First of all, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is talking about having a situation that you've been giving to, hoping that things would get better, and realizing it's not making things better, so you're not giving to it anymore. This could easily talk about quitting some type of self-sabotaging habit or giving to a person even who's kind of taking advantage of that rather than lifting up from that. Okay. Now, What else do we have? We have the 5 of Wands showing up in reverse. So this is an interesting card because it talks about that there's lots of distraction around you all over the place. But when it comes up in reverse, you've got your blinders on. I don't see that distraction. I'm focused on my goal, focused on my target. Okay. Could some of that distraction be what's causing some of the stress around trying to beat this fear or obsession or addiction? Absolutely, it could. This says, don't pay attention to the distraction. Keep your eye on the prize. This also, same thing. These go together really well. This Queen of Pentacles cutting something off. Well, you're cutting off your attention to any distractions. All right. Now, love and light, my friend. Have a great day. Let's see. So, where are we ending with? We're ending with the 3 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse basically says stay in the moment. All right. So take every minute as it comes, 1 minute at a time, maybe one moment at a time. Okay. So spirit is really saying, man, you're in a rough spot right now with trying to get past whatever this fear, addiction, obsession is. Spirit's acknowledging that. Spirit saying, don't pay attention to the distractions. They're all around you. They can really throw you off if you pay attention to them. Don't do that. Tunnel vision, on the eye on the prize, and stay very much in the moment. Don't try to tell yourself, man, I'm just good. All I have to do is make it 3 days. No, all I have to do is make it through this minute. All I have to do is make it through this minute and just keep on like that. Okay. Don't make your goals too big for you to accomplish. Just keep on. I just have to make one more step, one more minute, one more minute, one more minute. Okay. So, yep, everything came up in the reverse except for your 9 of Swords. That came in the right side up. I would rather see a 9 of Swords in reverse because that would be like relax. But that's not what you got. All right. So, for those of you who don't know me, like it is not uncommon for somebody who is fighting with some kind of addiction issue to come into my room. My dad was a pretty hardcore drinker right up until 2 weeks before I turned 21, and now he has been sober for a long time. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I'm going to tell you he's been sober for more than 3 decades now. And so he's kind of my hero, but he does still go to meetings and all that stuff. So it's not unusual because of my background to have somebody with those kind of issues come in to see me just because, I don't judge. I know that you guys can beat it too. I've seen my dad do it. All right, so let's see. Let's do another reading. 40 years. Woohoo, look at you. That's some seniority there, Cheryl. If you were here in person, we'd have to do a high five. That's fantastic. All right, so we have a number on the dice. Whoever puts that number, it's a number between 1 and 12 in front of me first is going to be the next person that I read for. Number between 1 and 12. I'm pretty happy for him too, actually. 6 is not it. 3 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. 8 is not it. I love it. 9 is not it. 7 is not it. 1, Mila. So Mila, since I already read for you, you're going to get 1 card. This is a card of the day. So this is going to talk about something that has happened within the last 24 hours or will happen by this time tomorrow. Kathleen G's out of here. I didn't see why trying to get a reading. Okay, Mila, card of the day. Ooh, look at you. 6 of Swords showing up in reverse. This tells me that you either have started or will be starting some type of lifestyle change. A lifestyle change is something that we do to improve our quality of life right now, or maybe to also enhance our length of life, but definitely to improve our quality of life right now. All right. Yep, he is pretty amazing, Miss Cheryl. All All right, let's see here. Oh, now that's definitely a lifestyle change. What kind of business or what kind of project? Whichever way you want to look at it. What are you starting? Cheryl, do you know your ascendant? And Mila, do you know your ascendant? A kid's illustrator. Oh, that sounds like it could be fun. That could be fun. Do either one of you know your ascendants? Yeah. I think Pluto going into Aquarius has worked a number on a lot of people's mood, honestly. Changing signs. If you know your ascendant, we can look at what Pluto will be changing for you over the next 20 years. I don't see anybody saying they know what their ascendant is. Okay. Your ascendant is Sagittarius. That means that Aquarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, that's going to be your third house. Third house. So that's going to have to do with relationships with siblings and neighbors. It's also going to have to do with like lower level education. So your illustrations might end up in something like children's school books or a part of children's curriculum somehow. They could even be like if your books have a moral or a story, they could definitely be coming out. It would be interesting to see what all you have going on in that house as far as planets and combinations and stuff like that. You're Taurus, but you don't know your ascendant. So your sun sign usually will be a part of the picture that you sort of factor in, but it's not going to be as strong as how it relates to your ascendant. So this is going to be like a sub thing that would be changing for you, Cheryl. So if you're a Taurus and then Aquarius, that would be your 10th house. Your 10th house talks about your career or your reputation if you're no longer working in a career, or even if you still are, like your reputation is a part of that. A lot of us are known for what we do for work. And so with that coming into the 10th house for you, then Pluto is making some major transformations in your career or in what you're known for. Big changes. So same thing, if we knew more about the planets there and how they were talking to some of the other planets, that would show us some things. Like for me, I'm my rising sign is a Taurus. So that's like changes in my career are going to be a huge thing over the next 20 years. I also have Mars in there. It's not Pluto is not conjunct with Mars yet, but as soon as it comes out of like these first two strongest degrees, it'll be coming into conjunction with Mars. So then I'm going to have a whole lot of energy and action towards changing my career. And that's going to last for a good while. So like that's how you know, like with the planets really tell you a lot more. You're quite welcome. All right. Anybody else in the room that needs a reading? My thing is telling me there's 3 people in the room, but so far I'm only seeing 2 people talking. And sometimes YouTube people watch from TV too, so it's not the same. All right. Well, I don't see anybody else here who actually needs a reading, so I'm going to take off. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you for keeping me company, guys. I do appreciate it. First in, last out. You guys are amazing. Y'all have a fantastic day. Peace.